Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Juskow, and I've got that Benjamin Button disease. No, I'm Milan Altman. I'm the guest host this week, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Nightly Tuesday show. I'm joined, of course, by Mike Suarez. Mike, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Dave is going to be joining us. He's flying back from LA. He'll be joining us in about 15 minutes or so. So it's not a full guest host kind of thing. It's kind of like when you're asked to babysit, but then the parents just are there also. Is that a good analogy?
No.
I came up with that just now. I think that's apt. You think you're alone doing your thing, and then you have supervision that you didn't expect.
I guess.
Dave's not much of a. You can't think of him as a parent. That's the thing, right?
It's like you're watching TV, but you're also watching a movie on your phone.
No, that's not like that at all. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's two of you.
Yeah. Okay. Two hosts. Yeah, in that sense, there are two hosts. I will defer to him. It's his thing. But everyone, welcome. This is, of course, the Comedy Cellar show. So, of course, I have to promote the Comedy Cellar, the greatest comedy club in the world, right here in the heart of New York City. And shows there have been great lately. Not only great audiences, but some really great drop-ins. So Aziz there last week. Louis C.K.'s been around. I met Jelly Roll, who's like a superstar now. So that was cool. He even got on stage with Josh Adam Myers, and they did a thing together. And then he came and watched the show that I was on, which was really cool. I think Jessica Alba was there to watch the show recently. So a lot of interesting celebrities and celebrity comedians coming through. So come to a show. You might run into someone you know. That was a good promo, right?
Yeah.
It rhymed. It was by accident. So, Mike, today is a tax deadline. Did you get your taxes in on time in April, or did you do them for now?
I just keep doing the deadline. I mean, the extension.
You can extend again beyond today?
I think so.
I didn't know that. I messed up. I did my taxes. I could have been extending. I feel good to get it out of the way. I hope I don't get audited, but it feels good. Isn't it hard as a comic? Like, our income is so weird, and you have to keep track of all these things. I don't know. Do you have an accountant that does this for you?
No, I do it myself, and I just do the best I can.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Lucky for us, our income isn't very high from this, so it's not that big of a deal for the IRS. They don't really care about us.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How's your week been?
It's been boring.
Are you in Texas right now?
I'm in Texas right now. My allergies have been killing me. And it's been fine. How has your week been?
It's been okay. I've been trying to plan. So I'm going to Paris, France, not Paris, Texas, where you're from. Paris, France. Is Paris, Texas near where you're from?
It's like 5 hours away. Maybe.
5 hours, pretty much same thing. So I'm going to Paris in 2 weeks. So I've been trying to book some shows out there. Got a few things lined up, but it's been a little stressful because I reached out to this comic who is French that I met at the Cellar, and he instantly connected me to all these bookers of all these shows, like right away. And they all offered me spots that all happen to be on basically the same night, which that should never happen. Usually I get like either nothing or everything in the same exact time. So then I had to figure out like, what can I do and what can I not do? And, in New York City, as you know, like you can bounce around to spots. We know how to get around on the subway or on City Bike or whatever it is. You can kind of get around and you get an idea of how much time you need between spots. And you know which shows stay on time and which shows are always running late. So you can get an idea of what you can get away with. But I have no idea in Paris. So I was asking some comics who've been out there, and they were saying that traffic can be tough. It can be hard to get from one spot to another. So I had to make the decision to cancel one of my spots. And so I wrote to this booker very graciously, I thought, to say, hey, I'm really sorry, but I don't want to possibly miss the spot. I'd rather just give you a heads up 2 weeks in advance that I don't think I can make this spot. But thank you for offering it to me. And this booker flipped out at me. She said it was very unprofessional. She used all these bad words that I guess were French bad words. I couldn't believe it because I'm giving 2 weeks notice for a spot that's on a showcase show. I'm not doing an hour. It's not built around me. They could fill that spot easily. But I don't know. It was weird. You ever have a booker just flip out at you like that?
Not like that when it cursed me out. I had to cancel the El Paso comic strip one time because he didn't confirm until the week before, and I was like, well, now the plane ticket's like $800, so I can't do it. And he was like, you're leaving me in a lurch, and he kind of got upset, but it's like their fault.
Yeah, it's tough. And as comics, I feel like we have such low self-esteem about this kind of stuff. We just feel like, you know, we'll never work in this business again because we couldn't do a spot. But, you know, in this case, it's not a big deal. It's Paris. So I'm not going to be out there. So
yeah, that's how El Paso.
I'm
Like,
burning
okay, I just
one
won't go to
small
that's what's
Paris bridge. Oh, I see the comments here. I forgot to look at all these comments. Hey, everybody. Hey, Aunt Judy. How are you? Always good to see you here. Barry said, don't request a kosher meal. In France? I actually did. So for my flight over there, I did request a kosher meal. Because I recently flew from LA to New York, and I got the kosher meal because the meal I had the way going wasn't very good. And it was actually pretty decent. It was much more food. It was a lot of variety. I liked it. So I'm going to go for it on the way to France. I hope they don't spit in it. Have you ever tried the kosher meal on a plane, Mike?
No, I've never done that before. How is it usually?
It's good. You don't have to be Jewish to do it, you know? You just have to request it in advance, and then they'll give it to you. It's always, like, wrapped in, like, 10 layers of tinfoil because it's got to be so separated from everything else for it to maintain its kosherness. And what you get is it's actually kind of embarrassing sometimes because you'll just get way more food than everybody else, and they'll bring it to you, like, before everybody else. So that's where anti-Semitism comes from, I think. They're all hungry. You're getting this giant meal. You're creating a lot of waste for the environment with all this tinfoil that you're pulling off. But yeah, it's usually pretty good. You get a lot, just like a ton of food, a lot of stuff you don't even want to eat, but it's all there. The last time I did it before this trip from LA was years ago. We had a layover. We were flying on like Air Austria or something crazy like that. And I really stupidly got the kosher flight on the Austrian airline, which really got me some looks, you know, because of the history. Do you know about the history, Mike?
I'm sorry, the Cellar Studio's giving me a phone call right now. They'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, no problem. For those who don't know, there are some touchy moments back in World War II. But anyway, kosher meals. What can you do? Anonymous, I'll read this because Mike isn't here to put it up on the screen, says, I read an article that said that 2/3 of the people who buy kosher food aren't even Jewish. They just think it's healthier because they inspect the food more. That might be true. I heard that like you're not allowed to have any kind of like little bugs in the vegetables, so they will actually like really ultra wash the broccoli and things like that to make sure there's not any like tiny little mite that might be in that. But a lot of kosher food also is really salty, so I don't know if it's healthier or not. I think that could be a myth. Let's see what else is going on. Donald Trump, he had a rally last night. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it was like a town hall kind of thing, and then instead of taking questions from the audience, he just had them play his playlist, and he just danced on stage for a half hour. Did anyone watch this? I read about this on Twitter. I saw little clips, but it sounds insane to me that he could just dance for a half hour. That just takes so much confidence, first of all. I don't think I could have the confidence to just do that in front of not just a national audience on TV, but just the people in the room. You know, like as a comedian, like I'm on stage. If there's dead air, I can't handle that. I could not just dance for 30 minutes. But he did it. So check out those clips. It's pretty wild. He was dancing a YMCA, Hallelujah, which is not really a dancing kind of song, but he went for it. It wasn't all dancing. It was also some swaying. So he had a little bit of that. It was pretty crazy. And Judy says she loves the BS from Trump. It is fun to watch. I watched him on the Flagrant podcast on with Andrew Schultz and Akash Singh, and it was pretty interesting to see any political candidate that goes on podcasts. I think is pretty interesting because it's strange to hear them in a non-filtered environment and to have to talk to people who are not that important. Usually they're talking to like big politicians or giant journalists, and instead just to talk to other comedians. It's pretty weird. I think we should try to get a candidate here on the Comedy Cellar show. What do you guys think? Any comments on that?
I'm back now. I'm sorry. They're having technical issues in the studio.
I was asking the peanut gallery if I think we should try to get a presidential candidate on this show.
Yeah, which one?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Trump's been doing the rounds, but Kamala's doing it also. I hear she might do Rogan. That's a rumor that's going around. That would be a disaster. I don't know if that's going to go well. Because Rogan, does he ever do a short show? It's always going to be hours long, right?
It would be as long as she wanted to do it.
Okay, so maybe it would be like a 20-minute thing, and then she'd piece out of there.
Is that what she wanted? Yeah, he would.
Yeah. I wonder if he would go easy just because it's such a big guest. He would just kind of like ask her softballs, or if he would just really just.
He doesn't. He's not capable of really asking questions in general. So I mean, he just kind of follows them and just agrees with them no matter what. So
okay, yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It'd be more. It wouldn't be as interesting as it should be.
No, it wouldn't. I don't think her. I think Trump on Flagrant was pretty interesting because he was answering some weird questions for them. But I don't think Kamala would do it.
Yeah, because Andrew Schultz knows how to play spectacle games. So yeah.
Yeah. But I think for this show, I think we could probably get RFK Jr. to get on here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gettable. And definitely Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh, yeah, we definitely get him.
Definitely, because I think he might have even done Noam's podcast, right? So
yeah, in fact, let's get them both and have them do trivia against each other.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Yeah, I want to see some real adversarial stuff on this show. This show's too nice. You know?
1980s movie trivia, but those two guys against each other.
That's how you know who's like a real lover of America, I think. The best president should be someone who knows 80s movies really well.
Exactly.
You know, to really know.
And Dave would be perfect to be the guy to officiate that.
Yeah, Dave would just be cursing them out. I think that would be a good, they need to hear that.
You don't know.
They have too many yes men around them. They need someone who's going to really get angry.
How did you not know who John Cryer is?
There you go. It took you a while to think of one of these actors.
Then it was obvious that they should know, yeah.
Yeah. Barry Corbin says, bring on Jimmy Carter. That would be a blast.
I would love to see his almost a ghost face on this thing. It's Halloween to be perfect.
Yeah, he is a mask right now, that's for sure. The poor guy's 100 years old. They wheeled him out for that birthday picture.
Yeah, the guy's great, but he is on his last.
It was interesting though, because in that picture, I don't know if Dave showed in the slideshow, but they're all out in the lawn, his whole family, and he's just like staring at the sun, which everyone made fun of Trump for doing during that eclipse. But I think when you turn 100, everyone's just like, yeah, look at the sun, man.
Yeah, look at the sun. That's where you'll be going soon.
There he is. Well, that's when he was a little bit more. I mean, he was mobile there. He's doing okay. He's building a house.
Compared to now when he looked good.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of building a house, guys.
Oh no! Dad's here.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm on a different computer.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
I bought a better one than last year. A more effective one. How's everything going? Everybody's okay?
Everything's going good. And I said that you joining the show, even though I thought I was going to be hosting the whole thing alone, and then you're joining, I said that's kind of like when you're asked to babysit, but then the parents show up and just hang out also.
Well, I'm only here to make picks.
No, you're not. You're here to do your thing. Well, did you fly back from LA now? Or are you still there?
No, I'm still there.
What's it like?
It's awful. I fucking hate it there. Here. I mean, I don't like I just don't like it there. I just went out because I had to, and that's the story. And I can't wait to come home. All the time.
Scruffy says, have you been on the juice, Dave?
I don't know what that means.
Steroids, maybe?
Yeah, totally steroids. Yep.
Yeah.
I was wondering why my balls are so tiny.
It's like you and Ohtani go to the same guy for your steroids.
Yeah, go Mets. What's up? Yeah.
What's the ratio there? Is everyone a Dodger fan, or is it like 30%?
Oh, yeah, no. Everyone's a Dodger fan. That's why yesterday was brilliant. It was fantastic. I mean, it was really like a beatdown, so it was like really great.
Yeah, although they made it kind of close there at the end. It got a little bit hairy.
Yeah, because they're the Mets. They don't win like the Yankees do. I mean, this is a different Mets team, so you do trust them, but normally, like the Jets, like last night when we knew damn well that field goal kicker was not going to make any, you just know if you're a true fan, the Jets are just going to always suck.
Well, they just got who they got Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to help. They stink. They're in every game. They can win at the end, and then they blow it. I don't know whose fault it is. Now that they fired the manager, the coach, whatever.
They should fire the new coach also. Just keep doing it.
The Yankees are playing tonight, right?
Yeah, Yankees tonight around 7:30. They got Garrett Cole pitching. Should be a lockdown.
Why didn't he pitch the first one?
I don't know. It might have been timing with the last series.
I guess. I mean, that is their ace.
Yeah.
Go up 2-0. That's pretty good. And yesterday was I was watching. I made it very clear I wanted to watch at somebody's house, Sarah's house. I was going to watch Monday Night Football. It's so beautiful out there. Football Sunday was so amazing. It started at 10 in the morning. It's like the whole thing never happened. You have a whole day. Like by 9 o'clock, I was like, oh my God, what is it, 3 a.m.? Because it just, usually when you finish the last game of the night, it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And that was the Giants game, which normally I would have been at. But just everything ends so early there. It's terrific.
Were you drinking at 9 in the morning?
Yeah. I always go to this place called Barney's Beanery. So I started drinking.
That's a coffee place, I thought.
No, it's a sports bar.
Oh, I always thought beanery meant like coffee beans.
I thought that too. I was surprised. I've been going there for years. People say they know it, but they don't know it because this is the one in Santa Monica, and I meet my friend there. I have a ritual after the party I go to on that Saturday. I sleep for 4 hours. At 7 o'clock, I leave. I go down to the beach, which sucks now in Santa Monica because of the homeless people, so it's not as fun anymore. And then at 9 o'clock, I meet my friend, Free Spanky from the pool. And we go to Barney's Bean. We were the first ones there, so we get our choice of seats. And the game started, and we stay there till 1, and then we go our separate ways. And it's like the whole thing never happened. It's really like then I meet people for lunch. It's fantastic. It really is something else. And everybody did well this week in the pool. I'm not saying the pool and football. Like I made money because I think all the favorites won, and there was a lot of points scored.
I don't get it though, because Vegas is setting the lines to figure out exactly where that equilibrium is, where it should be a 50-50 coin flip so that they make money just on the VIG or whatever, right?
Well, yeah, but think about what last night, the Bills won by 3. They were favored by 2.5. I mean, these guys are really good, but once a year, they mess up, And
this was that week.
As a person that used to work for them, once a year, maybe twice a year, they get smacked, and they are angry. That is not a fun week to go back the next week.
Well, I'm angry because I as I told you, I texted you on Sunday. I'm doing so well in this pool where I'm making no money because I don't bet on this stuff. I only do it in your pool. Yeah. I won last season. This season, I'm doing really good. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just picking randomly. The early games, I was 8-1 this week, and then I kind of faltered. But
it always happens. You either you kick ass in the morning and you fall apart in the afternoon, or vice versa. But look what happened in the pool this week. Everybody was 3 people were 13-1. And Sarah was angry. Sarah Silverman, because she's in the pool. It's like, I went 10-3. How is that not good enough? Yeah. No, she went 11-2 or so. It was the next 11-3. She's like, how is that not good enough? I'm not even in the running. And she's right. It was a strange week.
Crazy. I cannot believe it.
We should. Do you have time? Is it okay to look at? Is Mike here?
Mike, you there?
Yeah, he does this. It's difficult sometimes,
Yeah.
Because he has. We should go over. I mean, if you're ready.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What?
Okay. Yeah. No, my mic got muted. Sorry.
Mike's mic got muted.
Yeah. Oh, how appropriate. Have you ever realized, Mike, that your name is Mike? Like a Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
I've never heard that before.
Your name is Mike.
Oh no! What a coincidence.
Gonna call Mike the Mike.
I feel like it's those guys from Groundhog Day. Hey, Phil, like the groundhog?
Needle-nosed Ned the head.
I still can't believe we had his daughter on last week. I still forget she's Harold Ramis's daughter as well as Amy Heckerling. It's so nuts.
Yeah, that's royalty.
But is it okay if we show last week's thing, Mike?
Yeah, let's get it started.
Oh, exciting.
Come on, go to the thing.
Yeah, show the celebrity one first, I guess.
1 second. It's being just weird.
Are you in the studio? Or are
No.
you in Texas?
I'm in Texas, but hold on a second. The StreamYard's there it goes.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, look.
It wasn't going. So-
Mike, you went undefeated.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, look at that, Alon. He got every one right. I mean, but look how good we all did. I went 4-1. Molly went 4-1. She knows nothing about football. And you guys in the chat room went 4-1. Everybody's in the green.
Yep.
That's not normal. And then how did we all do as a whole? I think I call it the players.
Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, not as good. Mike, you had a good week. You had Mike went 11-3, and he wasn't even listed in the pool. You know, and he kicked ass in the pool.
Wow. But look at you on the season, Dave. 33-38. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
But gambling wise, I'm doing well.
Okay, good.
Yeah, my first 3 weeks were garbage, and I finally started.
No, that's the way. That's the best way to win. You know, like the 3 weeks bad, but then you keep moving up. So should we make the picks?
Let's make the picks.
This is exciting. I like being on the other side. It's exciting. Let alone, Elon, the Mr. Pick is coming up.
Oh my gosh. Undefeated, I believe.
Undefeated.
Yep. All right, so we're going to make some picks.
Yeah.
Wow, what an epic theme song.
Isn't it terrific?
Did you write that, Dave?
Yes, I did.
I could tell.
And I can play it as much as I want because I purchased it.
Oh, you own that piece.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mike, you have the picture thing?
Yeah, I just got to make it so I can edit it. All right.
See, Alon goes first. See, I set it all up. Alon's the host.
Perfect.
You take charge.
All right. So our first game, we have the Texans at the Packers. Packers are favored by 2.5 points. Do I get to pick first, or how do we do the order here?
Yeah, you should pick first.
Okay. I like the Packers. I always like the Packers, and I think maybe all this Aaron Rodgers news. I feel like they all have a chip on their shoulder because of him and Devontae Adams. I feel like they're just going to have that extra reason to play well this week, so I'm going with them. Mike, what do you got?
I'm going to go Packers as well. I don't think they're going to lose to the Texans for sure.
Yeah, that's it. It's a weird one because Texas killed the Patriots last week, but that's the Patriots, and the Texans definitely aren't what they are last year, and Green Bay's been destroying it, and that was our Mr. Pick yet last week. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers, too, at home, under a field goal. I'm in, too.
All right, and the chat is going with the Texans.
Wow.
Perfect.
Right. Good.
You like the diversity. Did you see what I put up for Minnesota? The new picture I have?
I have no idea who that is. Who is that?
That's your mom.
Yeah, it is your mom.
That's my mom.
It's Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, okay. Did it take place in Minneapolis?
Yes, it did.
Wow. All right.
Well, I was putting who was I putting up there? I think Justin Jeffries, and I'm like, boring. This is much more fun.
Yeah. You could have gone with Lou Grant, then I would have known.
That's why. Oh, fuck. I didn't even think of that. Why is there a picture of Ed Asner?
Well, he played offensive line for the Vikings in the 60s.
All right. You know what? I'm changing that next week. But you see, I also have, I think it's Tom Hanks for Houston. We have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I've been changing the photos.
Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't even notice there's a whole other team there on the left. Yeah.
Make them more entertaining.
That's
all right,
good.
Alon.
All right. So we have the Lions at the Vikings, 2.5 points. I think the Lions are really good. I'm going to just go with the Lions.
The Vikings are undefeated.
Yeah, but the Lions, man, they have a history of winning. They are a championship caliber team every year. You can't go against that.
I'm gonna. I was at a loss, so I'm gonna just go with the Vikings.
Gosh,
They're
you
at
know,
home.
I mean, how could you not pick the Lions after the dismantling of the Cowboys this week? But the Vikings are 5-0. I hate Sam Darnold, obviously, but they're playing so good. I guess I'll take the Lions, I guess. I don't love it, though. I don't love it. I'll go with that. What's everybody else looks like? It looks like I can see the chat room this time. It looks like everybody's picking the Lions.
They're in Lions as well.
You know, I have Taylor Swift over in Kansas City for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But
It's a good matchup here.
I think next week I changed the San Francisco picture to Paul Lynn, but this week we still have George Kittle, I think.
Now, is Paul Lynn from San Francisco or just gay?
Just gay.
Okay.
Thank you for getting the reference.
Yeah.
I think you're right now. It's almost Halloween.
You can also do a box of rice-a-roni.
Oh, that's good. I see, Alon.
Or the Full House crew.
Oh, God, I didn't think of any of that.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire takes place in San Francisco?
Yeah.
But I hate Robin Williams.
Okay. Well, you could do Harvey Firestein from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay.
All right. So this is a good matchup. We got the two interlocking letters that are in red and white. So this is the battle of whose is more important, who is better. I'm going to go with KC here.
What is
They've been winning, but not very impressive. But I feel like they're due to be better. So I think this is the week.
What's their record?
Kansas City, I think they're undefeated.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm going to go to San Francisco. I think this is the week where the mob makes everyone do the opposite of what they did last week.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm going to take San Francisco as well. It's a Super Bowl rematch. But like Kansas City, like you said, they've been lucky, and San Francisco have been playing hot. So, and not as good as they were because they're missing Christian McCaffrey. But yeah, I like San Francisco.
All right, and then they're going
betting against the Chiefs. You have to look like an asshole.
Yep, and I'm used to that. So,
all right. So next we got Aaron Rodgers versus the girl from Flashdance.
That's right. How did you get that?
Is that right?
Yep.
Yes, that's right. That takes place in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that picture, even though it's like 4 pixels, it's tiny and grainy. I could still figure out because of that shoulder being off. That's like an iconic image.
It is iconic.
Although I've never seen that movie.
It's the fucking worst.
Oh, I thought for sure you'd be like, you have to see that.
No, how it became so besides the song, it should never have made the kind of money it did. It's up there with Porky's as being like, are you kidding?
All right. Well, speaking of Porky's, a lot of locker room issues going on with the Jets right now. So I'm going to pick the Steelers.
If Catalina's saying the couple had zero chemistry, I think that's what she's talking about, Flashdance. You're completely right about that. Michael on Keaton.
He's the guy in Flashdance?
Yeah.
The guy from Twin Peaks?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no way. He's the sheriff.
I didn't think you'd know.
I know him from that. I can't picture him at all as a guy dancing.
It doesn't make any sense.
Bloop. I'm going to go. Oof, that's a tough one. They both kind of stink. I'm going to go with Steelers. Why not?
I'm totally going with the Steelers because I've been picking against the Jets every week so I can do well in this pool. So then when they mess me up, at least I win this. So that's what I've been doing lately. I got no issues with it.
It looks like they're going Jets.
Thank you, everybody, for picking the Jets.
All right. And in our last matchup, we have famous stand-up comedian, what's his name, from Law & Order?
Richard Belzer. Not Law & Order. Homicide, Life on the Street.
But then he moved to Law & Order, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did, I think, right?
Yeah, they crossed him. He got a new job at a different. They were like, "Oh, you've been transferred to this show."
But
now.
Homicide used to take place in Baltimore, right?
Yes, I guess he moved cities. He probably was a dirty cop down there.
Yeah,
wanted to start fresh.
Yeah, and then he died.
The bodies followed him.
And the Katy Perry thing was that when Baker Mayfield was in Oklahoma, I think she liked him. So I didn't know where to go with Tampa, and I definitely wasn't putting a picture of Tom Brady up there.
Fair enough. All right. I don't understand why this is even as close as it is. I guess it's a pretty good line because the Ravens are on the road, so it can't be too crazy.
Well, Tampa Bay just destroyed whoever they were playing, the Saints, I think, last week.
I don't buy it. I'm going Ravens all the way.
Yeah. Dave, you go first.
I'm going to take the Ravens too. Absolutely. Tampa Bay played the Saints are a mess. So yeah. Ravens are playing great. Just started off bad.
You know what? I'll go Ravens. I can't go straight down the right side the entire thing. So.
That's how I pick
like
every week. I'm just like, I
Ravens
picked too many home teams. I better pick some away teams. And that seems to work.
Yeah, exactly. They
Sometimes
can't all
that's
do
the way
that.
You got to think. So that's it, huh?
All right.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Well, say the line.
I know Alon's the host, so I felt bad.
Now it's time for the Mr. Pick.
Well, no, I was going to say, that's it for this week in the league where they play for pay.
Every day. Oh, for pay. I wouldn't have known that's the line. I didn't know that was the line.
From Mike Francesa from WFAN?
Let's do it your way. What would you say, Alon?
Well, that was it. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
No, do a rhyme. I'm saying. It's just.
Oh, okay. Wait, how does it start?
Do it yourself. Just whatever. Follow your heart.
Oh, okay.
That's where you start.
Well, that's it. In the game where the guys are on the field and the girls are copping feels.
There we go.
Does that make sense? Not really.
I did not think that was going to make me laugh that hard.
I loved it.
Well, now.
Is it now? Now it's time for the thing?
Yes.
All right. Now it's time for the Mr. Pick. Was that the line?
Yeah. I mean, we're undefeated. I mean, it's insane. 7-0 on 6 weeks. That's right. Alon has the pack of cards. We sent it between our cleaning lady.
We have the same cleaning lady. She delivered this like she was delivering drugs to me. She pulled it out of her bag and was like, Mr. Dave says for you.
It's true.
She calls him Mr. Dave. I'm trying to pass it to your screen, but it's not coming over.
So I'm the guest. So ask me what number I'm going to pick from 1 to 8.
All right. Dave, as our special guest, pick a number from 1 to 8.
Okay. I've been thinking about this since I'm involved every week. And I was thinking of the numbers that have not been picked. And today, I am going to choose the number 5.
Wow. No one picks number 5. All right, so what I'm going to do now is open the pack, and the 5th card, that team is the team that we have to have win this week.
Put $1,000 on.
All right. Opening the pack. All right. This was card 1. This was card 2. This was card 3. This was card 4. So our team is...
Does that say the Steelers?
The Steelers!
Oh!
Steelers!
Against the Jets! Oh, no!
TJ Watt.
No! Oh, my God. What are the odds that a Jets fan's going to pick to have to root against the opposite team? That's fantastic. But that's a sure win.
Absolutely.
A sure thing. Oh
right.
my God!
This is a good one. We're going to go undefeated again. This is an easy one.
Oh my God! Who's the person on the cover?
TJ Watt.
Oh my God! He's going to be the. Oh, Aaron Rodgers is going to get destroyed by TJ Watt. I'm sorry, everybody. The Mr. Pick is against the Jets. There's nothing I can do about it. It's in the universe.
If you had picked number 6, we would have been stuck with the Patriots. So at least that doesn't happen.
Boy, I guess did the right thing. What was number 2? That was the other one I was thinking of.
Let's see. That was the Rams.
That would have been.
Matthew Stafford was our player.
I don't know if they're playing this week. That's the thing. I got to keep an eye on that. Anyway, a week late. I think I peed a little. What's more, Anonymous says, what's more exciting than opening a pack of football cards? You got that right. You know, Anonymous, I know you're making fun, but the fact of the matter is there's a whole sect of people that do this online. You know about that, Alon?
Yeah, these like unboxing videos.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess that's why I had thought like this could be kind of.
We got 2 rookie cards in the pack.
Who?
This one is Anthony Richardson from the Colts.
The Colts. Right. He's always injured.
And this one's Dalton Kincaid.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, he's
I have
good.
no idea
Oh,
who that
yeah.
is. I know Reuben Kincaid. He was the manager of the Partridge Family, but that's about
That's his father-in-law.
Wow. I cannot stand it. I can't believe the Pittsburgh Steelers are the Mr. Pick. Sunday Night Football. Oh my God, I'm going to go ballistic.
So we're trying
It's
to go
like
7-0 now. Is that what we're up to?
7-0 in 6 weeks. When Sarah Silverman was here, she picked a card that had 2 of them.
Oh, okay. So we're trying to go 8-0.
We're trying to go 8-0.
She had to do double, and she won.
Yeah, and then the next week there was those two teams against each other.
Yeah, crazy.
Mm.
And yeah, well, at least I was picking the Steelers anyway in the pool. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
All right.
But that was
We
fun.
couldn't have been in studio anyway today, Dave.
We what? Oh, really?
They were using it for something. So
Oh, what about next week?
we should be fine next week.
Next week we're in studio.
Mm-hmm.
That'll
Awesome.
be fun.
So what's next? What's next on the docket here for the show? Do we do slides now,
Yeah.
or is that later on in the show?
No, we do.
Destruction from Hurricane Milton. This is Tropicana Field, completely destroyed. The roof came off. As you can see, all of their championship banners have been blown away.
Oh, well done.
No, this is scary. My family lives down in Sarasota, and
Right.
luckily their houses were undamaged, but the power was out. They escaped to Augusta.
So
Georgia.
we have a chat room friend named Cammie who lives down there, and she's okay, and nothing happened to her place. But she was the one who told me about this roof, and it's just so odd that the one place where everybody was hunkering down, all these workers, these emergency workers had a bunch of cots there, that's the one that got destroyed, the place where they go for shelter. It's like a joke.
Yeah, but that's better because if this was like a shelter for just families, this would have been so terrifying. But at least the first responders are like, they're adults, they're men. They're like, okay, yeah, this shit happens.
But also, they've been waiting to get a new stadium anyway. So, I mean,
well, I heard today that they don't think this will be ready for next season, and they might not.
There's no way it would.
They're not going to even repair it, I don't think, at this point. So where will they play?
My friends work there, so I'm going to text them and find out what the story is.
Okay,
Report
yeah.
back next week.
I was thinking they could maybe play at the Yankees spring training facility. That holds 11,000 people, and the Rays don't get a lot of fans anyway. That's not so bad.
Unless they play the Yankees, then they just have to play in Yankee Stadium instead.
Yeah, or Raymond James. That's where the Bucks play, right?
Well, that's true.
They'll just play at a high school field somewhere.
That. Yeah, they'll figure something out.
All right. Bloop.
This was the Aurora Borealis. That was visible in New York City for some reason. Did you try to look for it, Dave?
No, I did actually. I did.
And you saw it?
You know why I put it up?
Was this you on the airplane? You took this picture?
No. I put it up because the Aurora Borealis.
Yes.
At this time of the year, in this part of the hemisphere. May I see it?
No.
Nope.
That's the only reason I did it. Although I did look for it. I believe I was in New Jersey when it was happening. I was definitely looking for it. I mean, it's so weird.
I would imagine Jersey was pretty good for it because you don't have as much light. I feel like all the light pollution here in New York, I thought there was no way. But then people were posting pictures from Manhattan, just like looking at the Aurora.
Yeah.
And all the Mets fans were making jokes because it was kind of purpley. Like they were like, oh, it's Grimace.
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 Here's my name mistake. This is embarrassing. He's just ruining he's dragging my name through the dirt right now.
Yeah. He really is.
We have nothing else. I mean, SpaceX just caught a ridiculous rocket. They did some amazing thing earlier this week. No one cares about what they're doing in space because Elon Musk is jumping around with his stomach exposed behind Trump.
It's a sick. I mean, you can't even. I mean, how do you even make a joke about it? It is a joke.
I don't even care if he likes Trump. It's just like no self-esteem to be doing this. You're a billionaire, man. You're richer than this guy.
I don't know why a presidential candidate would want something like this as a picture behind him. It's just. But I know he's crazy. But
Can he put him back on Twitter?
that what?
Can he put him back on Twitter?
Oh, right. That's right. I forgot about that. He was kicked off Twitter, and Elon Musk put him up.
Yeah, and he's made Twitter much more friendly for a lot of these right-wing nut jobs.
Yep.
helps
You
Trump
see
a
people
lot.
get punched in the face way easier again.
That's messed up.
Yep. What do you think he's doing right here? Is he jumping or falling?
I think he's jumping for joy.
Yeah, I think he's on the up. I think this is the up half of the jump.
It does look like a pleasant day. I think the election's like
it looks like his body fat is like going like hanging instead of going like being pulled. So I think he's on the way down.
Boobs.
Yeah. You think on the way down? Yeah, maybe. Or maybe his shirt is so tightly elastic that it's holding up all of his upper, like all of the fat is like in the upper part, and it makes his midsection look skinnier.
Yeah.
It's like shapewear for Elon Musk.
All right.
Oh, I guess that was a college game. I don't know.
What was this? Vanderbilt? They had a big upset?
Yes. They beat Alabama, I think.
And they do this thing. They take down the goalposts so they can never play again.
Well, I just like because it's like all dudes, and it's like that doesn't look like a fun place to be. I'd rather be in a place with a bunch of girls.
Yeah, and then you got like the couple guys who had to go shirtless.
Yeah, exactly. Not interested. They weren't even playing.
Just sit in the stands. They're like, what are they all doing?
Exactly.
I like how this guy didn't plan well right here.
Yeah.
He's on the side that keeps getting higher. He's like, oh, crap. It's like in Titanic when the boat
Titanic
vertical.
Yeah, just saying the same thing. Titanic. That's what it reminds me of.
Like,
Jack, this is where we met. Oh, yeah. I think
these guys are better at climbing.
It's a human pyramid.
That looks fun.
They do it every year, I think. What is it in China or
Spain?
Spain.
Yeah, do you think if you fall off the top of that, or if it falls down, is this like a dangerous thing? Could you get injured?
I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know.
You could definitely hurt yourself and the person you land on. These are all heads down here.
Yeah.
For some reason, it makes it seem like it's really soft, but I guess it isn't.
Yeah, right? You'd fall into just a bunch of heads.
Yeah, just tumble down. It'll be fun.
That's right, Catalina. Spain.
Spain.
San Fermin. That was the patron saint of head injuries.
Would either of you do this? Or which part of the pyramid would you guys be in? Where's your stopping?
I would be at the bottom, clearly.
I wouldn't want to be at the bottom. I would want to be in the middle.
I would have no skill to get up.
Based on my body weight, I would be the guy they'd put at the top.
That's true.
Based on my body weight, I would be one of the guys watching.
Well, I would be like this guy at the end, so I wouldn't actually be doing anything but be pretending to hold everybody up.
Yeah, these guys, we're supporting.
Yeah, just keep pushing.
Look, this guy's just putting all his weight on this lady, I guess. She can't even breathe. He passed out.
The guy in front of her, though, must be so happy because there's just boobs being pressed in.
I would have made sure there were no women there because I wouldn't have trusted them to hold anybody.
Yeah, those sneaky Spaniards.
Please.
Quote Dave, I don't trust those sneaky Spaniards. Aw.
Oh, yeah, that's I think his name's Willie Gay. And he's signing an autograph. I mean, that is the funniest thing because that girl, right? But Lee Maracus gave me my birthday gift is a gay Kansas City Chiefs jersey that Jeanette, our cleaning lady, put predominantly in my bedroom.
Mr. Dave, it is describing you. I think it's funny that this girl is just staring at this guy named Gay because she'll learn later in life that even though she likes gays, they don't like her back.
Exactly.
But
that is what I was looking for, but I was hoping you would have a take on it.
That's my take.
And that girl's so in love. But I think this is when they were playing the Saints. He plays for the Saints now.
Oh wow.
Oh. And she's 34 years old.
Yeah.
She's that girl Orphan.
Yeah.
Orphan.
And she doesn't believe in gay marriage. So she's
right.
She's actually a terrible person.
And I heard that she painted her face like a Native American.
Yeah. And she touches black people's hair without asking.
She is bad. Cancel this girl.
Yeah, somebody cancel her.
She's canceled.
All right, rock on, Biden.
I guess he did a surprise press conference, but I thought this was like a bad sign all of a sudden that meant Trump or something.
I don't know. There's different variations. Like people in Texas do like the hook 'em horns thing, right? And then this is like the rock on, I think.
Yeah, that's the rock on.
And this is also like hang 10 if you're a surfer.
Right, that's right. You can't do this anymore, right? The okay. Isn't that
could be a white power thing. Pinky finger out means you're classy, like Sarah Silverman's old joke.
Wait, what is that?
She said she was watching a porno with Ron Jeremy and he was jerking off, but he had his pinky out. And she realized why that was. It's because he's classy.
That's right. That's an old one.
She did that on the Larry Sanders Show, but I assume it was part of her act.
Wow. It was, yeah.
By the way, this isn't like a rock on thing. That's actually a reporter who used to wrestle alligators. So he's just missing some fingers. He's just trying to raise his hand, and then this happens.
For a second, I thought he was like, "Wait, you know about this?"
Excuse me, Mr. Biden.
I do declare.
Edward Burrow.
Mama says,
Bayou Times.
Mama says, alligators are ornery.
There's something wrong with your medulla oblongata.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Beauregard Boudreaux, Baton Rouge Picayune.
That's a good movie. Wait, go back. I thought of some, since this looked like a rock and roll thing, I thought of some rock band names for Joe Biden. Okay. Well, the first one is The Who. And then instead of the Beatles, he could be the Feebles. the Kidney Stones. REM, because he's just asleep a lot.
Oh, nice.
And here's one. Last one. Instead of Aerosmith, his rock band name would be Hair I Sniff.
That's awful.
That's why I'm just the guest host, guys.
That was your closer.
That's it.
Gotcha.
I think this was some sort of performance art.
I hope that guy's wearing a fire retardant jacket.
No, I think again it's in Spain or something weird that they're doing for something.
This was in Beijing.
Beijing.
Okay. You ever at a Chinese restaurant and the wok just goes like up in flames like this? They use a lot of oil in their cooking.
Japanese, that's my favorite. Oh yeah, when it goes up in flames, it's so much fun to watch.
I went to this place in Kyoto, I think. I was in Japan in the summer, right? We were in Tokyo and Kyoto. I think it was in Kyoto.
I still have my Tootsie album.
Yes, I got you a Tootsie album, a Japanese pressing of Tootsie. So we went to this restaurant called Fire Ramen, and it's like the main thing about it. It's all full of tourists, but you sit around like you're like at like one. It's like a hibachi kind of thing. So they're cooking in front of you, but when they bring you your bowl of ramen, they light it on fire, and it literally goes to the ceiling. They make you sit backwards. You have to put your hands behind you, and you wear a bib because the hot oil will blow onto you and ruin your shirt. But it literally like blows your hair back. It's such a huge flame. It's got to be extremely dangerous.
Wow, it sounds like same outfit you'd wear for a Gallagher concert.
Yes, it felt like Gallagher, but much higher stakes.
I love that kind of shit, man. I think that's awesome. That Japan sounds fun.
It was great.
And Barry said, Alon, we do not say retardant anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. This is a special needs jacket.
Oh, right. That was in North Carolina. Somebody's. I was trying to think of whose guitar we would want to be hit by the storm.
Oh, Eric Clapton.
No, he's delightful. Like whoever's saying I was thinking of the guy from Animal House. I gave my love a cherry. Like that.
Yeah.
Whoever sings at a party like that, I was hoping that their guitar just got destroyed in the hurricane. But of course,
Yeah, but
that's
this
the
is
guy. That guy in the movie Animal House who sings that, and John Belushi breaks his guitar, is the guy that wrote the song Animal House. Dude. And he wrote the theme to Tootsie.
no shit.
Yeah, I think his name's Stephen Bishop.
Oh, so is it on your
telling me it might be you?
because you got a bulge down there?
So it turns out that guy that Belushi like took his guitar and was one of those annoying guys you hate to see at a party. It was pretty okay. He was
It's
doing
nice
it
that he got a spot in the movie. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Animal House. Do.
Nobody ever went to class.
That's right. Yeah, that's that Beijing thing too. And they're like using the thing, but they're all on their phone, so it looks stupid.
Yeah, that's historically inaccurate.
Yeah.
But maybe they work at the factory, so they got them for free.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Good point.
They're like, you could dress up for the festival, but you still got to come to work today.
See, you're so good at this.
Quality
they're
control.
They're checking their fantasy ping pong team.
Aunt Judy, your nephew also owns the Cleveland Guardians. Because that's why, Aunt Judy's got to root for the Guardians. Runs in the family.
Yeah.
Christopher Cross reckons people insist he sang that song for. No, it is not correct. It is Stephen Bishop. Although it does sound like a Christopher Cross one.
What is the song from Tootsie?
Something's telling me it might be you all of the time.
Oh.
What does it say on top?
Pet blessing ceremony in the Philippines.
Oh, that's right, a pet blessing ceremony, and then they
Oh.
go eat the dog afterward.
How dare you?
But that is
doesn't happen
the
there.
dog.
That dog is happy, though. That blessing worked.
Yeah.
Like, that dog is so pleased, and that the lady is sniffing its hair like Joe Biden.
You're gonna stick with that joke.
It's fun because he does do it. It's kind of a harmless little stereotype about him, and
I
live
love
on.
that little
That's his
doggy.
legacy.
That dog is so cute. I think, is that it?
That's the last
Someone in the
picture.
comments says he almost died from COVID. I
This
think they mean
dog.
This dog. That's so sad.
Oh, that is sad.
That's really
He's
sad.
alive now. He made it through.
I didn't know a lot of animals died from COVID. That's weird because I thought it said it couldn't be passed down to animals.
Well, this dog was
Thanks for that
an
info,
avid
JWB.
anti-vaxxer. So
Yeah,
I'm
he's
glad
gonna get the shot.
JWB let us know that information.
yeah, this dog, he was not allowed to do any of the shows for that year because he wouldn't get vaccinated, and he went on X and was like,
You know
"Hey."
what? Then it serves him right. It serves him right. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, he moved to Austin, Texas. He has a podcast now.
Yeah, and he would also instant message underage dogs, just inappropriately. So,
Well, that was a hell of a show, huh?
That was the best show ever.
We did it.
we did it.
So that was hour 1 of the show. Now we get into hour 2.
Hey, we
That
used
was
to do
cute.
2 hours. Remember, Mike?
Yeah, those were fun.
During COVID, we did 2 hours. We had a little sponsor. We didn't make any
Yeah.
money, but we had a sponsor. Alon, where are you performing this week?
I don't know. Nothing big this week, but I am performing in Paris, France in 2 weeks.
Wow, so you're going to Paris in 2 weeks. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so if we have any international watchers, viewers, on Friday the 25th, I'll be at Cuckoo Comedy at Broadway Comedy Club in Paris, not affiliated with the Broadway Comedy Club in New York. And then on Saturday, I'm doing Don't Tell Paris and
Wow.
Comedy Lab.
That's so cool that you keep getting to perform in Tokyo and Paris and all that. You're going to take some pictures so we can see them?
Absolutely. I'll
Love
bring
to
them
see
to the
that.
show.
Love it. I will actually be at the Broadway Comedy Club here on Saturday night, 8:00 show.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
trying to do once a month now there. So we'll see where that leads us. Now that the owner's dead, I don't mind performing there anymore.
I
Hey,
will be at Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club in San Antonio tomorrow. On the 24th, they'll be doing I'll be at the Stand, and on the 25th, they'll be at the Deco Ballroom in San Antonio.
wait, you go. I thought we were going to be in studio for a long time for a while.
We'll talk about that. I'm gone
okay,
for a week
good.
and I come back for a month. It's ridiculous.
Okay, no problem. All right, so next week we are in studio then.
Correct.
All right. I don't know who our guest will be, but I know it'll be good.
All right.
Wow. Well, I look forward to that. I will be a watcher next week.
Yeah, well, you're always welcome to come in when we're in studio or whenever. You're great. Thank you for guest hosting this evening.
It's always a pleasure. I love doing it. Thanks to all the people who are watching and commenting. We always appreciate you guys too.
Yeah.
So I guess, I don't know, Dave, I guess you close it out because you know what you say. But yeah, look for good shows at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
That's 70 shows a week. You
Yeah.
can't miss at the Comedy Cellar.
Get a lot of shows a week, and they're always incredible. And I just hope everybody, I mean, it's goddamn best time of the year. Can't wait to be back in New York City, where the fall is just the greatest time to be here. So definitely come to the Cellar. Or in Vegas. You know, Nick Griffin was in Vegas this past week at the Cellar in Vegas. So always see our friend Mark Coco Cohen. Otherwise, go see Mike in San Antonio, and we'll see you all next week. Live from Comedy Cellar Tuesdays. Good night, everybody.